Did you know that some of the healthiest foods you're probably eating every single day could actually be working against your body, especially if you're enjoying your golden years? It's a shocking thought, isn't it? We're told to pile our plates high with vegetables, and for good reason most of the time. But what if I told you that a few common favorites found in nearly every kitchen might be secretly contributing to that nagging joint stiffness, sapping your energy, and even making your digestion a bit unhappy? Many of us, perhaps like you, have watched loved ones struggle with these very issues, all while diligently following what they believed was the perfect diet. My own grandmother was a stickler for healthy eating, yet she battled persistent discomfort. It made me question, are we missing a crucial piece of the puzzle when it comes to nutrition for seniors? Stay with me, because the information I'm about to share, especially the last vegetable we'll discuss, might just change the way you look at your grocery list. And I want to hear from you. As we go, think about what resonates. Are you experiencing any of this? Let me know in the comments below. For decades, the message has been clear. Eat your veggies. And that's solid advice generally. But here's something that often gets overlooked. Your body at 60, 70, or 80 simply doesn't process foods the same way it did at 30 or 40. It's a truth that can be hard to accept, but understanding it is key to thriving. Think about it. The vegetables that once felt like pure fuel might now, for some of us, be subtly working against our well-being. After seeing my grandmother's struggles, I dove deep into understanding how aging changes our nutritional needs. She did everything right, ate her greens, took her supplements, yet the inflammation, the joint aches that stole her sleep, and that dwindling energy just seemed to worsen. It wasn't until I really looked into the science of how our digestive systems mature, how enzyme production can decrease, and how our gut microbiome shifts, that the picture started to become clearer. What this means is that certain compounds in foods, things our younger bodies handled without a hiccup, can now become problematic. They might trigger low-grade inflammation, interfere with nutrient absorption, or just generally make us feel less than our best. Are you nodding along? Have you ever felt that what used to work for you just doesn't anymore? Vegetable number 1, the nightshade surprise. Tomatoes. All right, let's get into it. The first vegetable that might be causing more trouble than it's worth for some seniors is one we all love, the humble tomato. I know. It's in our pasta sauces, our salads, our soups. It seems like the cornerstone of so many healthy meals. But here's what could be happening in your body. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, and they contain compounds like solanine. Now, in a younger, more robust system, these are often processed just fine. But as we age, our body's natural detoxification pathways, especially in the liver, might not be as efficient. What's the potential result? These compounds can accumulate, and for some sensitive individuals, they may contribute to inflammation in the joints. That means more stiffness, more discomfort, less of that easy movement you cherish. Have you ever noticed your arthritis seems to flare up some days more than others? It might be worth paying a little extra attention to your tomato intake on those days. But there's another layer here. Tomatoes are also quite acidic. For an aging system that might already be working a bit harder to maintain its delicate acid-alkaline balance, a constant intake of highly acidic foods can be a burden. To neutralize this acid, where do you think your body might borrow minerals from? Sometimes it's from your bones, calcium, or your muscles, magnesium. So that comforting tomato soup, if consumed very frequently by someone sensitive, could, over time, be asking your body to make some tough withdrawals. It's not about demonizing tomatoes, but about understanding how they might interact with your unique system now. It's a pattern worth observing, isn't it? Vegetable number 2, the raw truth about spinach. Next up is a vegetable that's practically synonymous with health: spinach. We picture it making us strong, full of vitality, and cooked spinach absolutely has its benefits. But here, I'm talking specifically about raw spinach, especially in large quantities, like in those big daily salads. The challenge for seniors? Oxalates. Spinach is incredibly high in these naturally occurring compounds. Younger bodies with peak kidney function usually process and eliminate oxalates pretty efficiently. However, as we age, our kidney function can naturally become a little less vigorous. When you regularly consume high oxalate foods like raw spinach, these oxalates can form tiny crystals. Where do these crystals like to settle? Unfortunately, sometimes it's in the joints, which can lead to, you guessed it, discomfort and inflammation. For some, it can even contribute to kidney stones. And here's another crucial point. Oxalates can bind to essential minerals like calcium and iron, potentially making it harder for your body to absorb them. This is a big deal, especially when we're already focused on getting enough of these nutrients. Think about the common signs we often just chalk up to getting older: joint aches, fatigue, maybe even a bit of brain fog. Could there be a dietary link we're missing? If you're diligently eating huge raw spinach salads every day, thinking you're doing the best thing, but still feeling off, this might be something to consider. Those oxalate crystals might not just be affecting your joints. They could even be impacting your energy at a cellular level by interfering with mitochondrial function. That afternoon slump you're blaming on age? Perhaps it's time to look a little closer at your plate. What about trying your spinach lightly steamed or sautéed instead? Cooking can significantly reduce oxalate levels. I once encouraged a small group in my community, all seniors, to try reducing their raw spinach intake for just a few weeks, opting for cooked instead if they loved it. The anecdotal feedback was fascinating. Many reported feeling a bit more pep in their step and a little less morning stiffness. Now, this isn't a formal scientific study, of course, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it? It's about becoming a detective for your own health. Vegetable number 3, the colorful caution, bell peppers. And the third vegetable that might be a bit tricky for seniors, bell peppers, especially those beautiful red, yellow, and orange ones. They look so vibrant, are packed with vitamin C, and nutritionists often praise them. So, what's the potential issue here? Well, like tomatoes, bell peppers are also part of the nightshade family, meaning they contain some of those same alkaloids that can be inflammatory for sensitive individuals. But with bell peppers, there's often an additional concern: pesticide residue. Year after year, bell peppers tend to show up on the Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen list of produce with higher pesticide loads. Why is this particularly relevant for seniors? Again, it comes back to how our bodies change. Our liver's ability to detoxify can slow down a bit with age. A pesticide load that a 30-year-old's body might handle without noticeable issues could be more of a burden for a 70-year-old. These residues can accumulate, and chronic exposure has been linked to a range of concerns, from inflammation to cognitive issues. So, if you love bell peppers, opting for organic when you can is a really smart move. But even organic bell peppers can sometimes pose a challenge due to lectins. These are plant proteins that for some people, especially as the gut lining becomes naturally a bit more permeable with age, leaky gut can cause digestive upset and inflammation. If you're experiencing bloating or discomfort and bell peppers are a frequent flyer in your diet, it might be worth seeing how you feel if you reduce them for a bit, or try them well cooked and with skins removed, which can help. It's fascinating when you look at traditional systems of medicine, like Ayurveda or traditional Chinese medicine. They've long recognized that our dietary needs change throughout our lives. They understood that as we age, our digestive fire might not be as strong, and that certain foods, especially raw, cold foods, can be harder on the system. The focus often shifts to warmer, cooked, easily digestible foods. This isn't outdated thinking. It's a deep understanding of the body's evolving needs. So, if some of these common veggies might be problematic, what should you be eating to boost your energy and support your joint health? Let's talk about some true heroes for the senior body. Healing vegetable number 1, the power of ginger. First up is ginger. Yes, I'm calling this root a vegetable for our purposes today because its benefits are just too good to ignore. Ginger is a powerhouse, especially for seniors. Why? Because it directly supports systems that can weaken with age. It's fantastic for digestion. It promotes healthy circulation, and it contains compounds called gingerols, which are potent anti-inflammatories. 0943. But what's truly remarkable about ginger for joint health is that it doesn't just mask discomfort. Some research suggests it can actually support cartilage health. Plus, that circulatory boost is vital. As we age, circulation can become a bit sluggish, meaning less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach our joints and muscles. Ginger acts like a natural warming tonic, helping to get that blood flowing. Try fresh ginger tea, just a few thin slices steeped in hot water, or grate a little into soups. Start small, it's potent. Healing vegetable number 2, the gentle energy of sweet potatoes. Next, let's talk about sweet potatoes. Many seniors are wary of carbs, but good quality complex carbohydrates like those in sweet potatoes are crucial for your brain and muscles. Your brain, in particular, loves glucose. Sweet potatoes provide sustained energy without those wild blood sugar spikes thanks to their amazing fiber content. They're also packed with beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, essential for eye health, immune function, and skin integrity. Plus, they offer potassium, which is great for heart health and can help with those pesky muscle cramps. And here's a fantastic bonus. Cooking sweet potatoes actually enhances their nutritional value, making nutrients more available to your aging digestive system. Roasting them whole with the skin on is a wonderful way to enjoy them. Healing vegetable number 3, the gut-loving goodness of fermented cabbage. Finally, let's talk about fermented cabbage. Think sauerkraut or kimchi. Now, raw cabbage can be tough for some seniors to digest, but the fermentation process transforms it. It essentially pre-digests the cabbage, breaking down tough compounds and, most importantly, creating a wealth of beneficial probiotics. These probiotics are game changers for senior gut health. As we age, our friendly gut bacteria can decline, leading to digestive issues, a less robust immune system, and even mood disturbances. Fermented cabbage helps replenish these good guys, and a healthy gut is strongly linked to reduced systemic inflammation, which often translates to happier joints. Plus, it's a fantastic source of vitamin K2, crucial for directing calcium to your bones and away from your arteries. Look for raw, unpasteurized versions in the refrigerated section, or even try making your own. Start with just a tablespoon a day. So, what does all this mean for you? It's not about fear-mongering or creating a restrictive list of bad foods. It's about empowerment. It's about understanding that your body is unique and its needs are evolving. Imagine starting your day with more ease, navigating your afternoons without that energy crash, and having the vitality to do the things you love. This isn't a far-fetched dream. It often starts with making small, informed adjustments to what's on your plate. My strongest advice: become an observer of your own body. If you suspect a certain food might not be agreeing with you, try reducing or eliminating it for a couple of weeks and see how you feel. Keep a simple food and symptom journal. You might be surprised by the patterns you uncover. Don't be afraid to question the one-size-fits-all dietary advice. What works wonders for a 30-year-old or even your neighbor might not be the best fit for you right now. Your body has served you well for many decades. Now, it's time to truly nourish it in a way that honors its current needs, not the needs it had 20 or 30 years ago. The choices you make at each meal are powerful. They can either fan the flames of inflammation or promote healing and vitality. Which path will you choose today? I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing from our chat today that resonated with you, or one small change you might consider trying? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and support each other on this journey to vibrant aging. And if you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends or family who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how to live your healthiest, most energetic life. Thank you for watching, and here's to your incredible health.